There's a version of you that only speaks at night. You've never heard its voice in daylight. It's too quiet for that, too strange, too honest. But when you sleep, something in you stops performing, and what comes through isn't random static. It's not your brain misfiring. It's closer to a conversation you've been refusing to have with yourself, one that's been waiting, patiently, for you to go still enough to finally listen. You're standing in your childhood home, but the walls are wrong. The hallways stretch in directions that don't exist. Someone is there, someone you can't quite see, and you wake up with your heart already running before your mind has caught up. Most people shake that off and reach for their phone, but Carl Jung would say you just met yourself. Not the self that shows up for work, that texts back promptly, that holds it together in front of everyone who needs you to. The deeper self, what Jung called the shadow, the part that carries everything you've buried, everything you've quietly disowned, everything too raw or too real to survive in ordinary daylight. And honestly, this is where it gets complicated, because the shadow isn't just darkness, it's also unlived life, unexpressed grief, the version of you that never got permission to exist. The dream frightens you not because it's foreign. It frightens you because somewhere underneath the fear, you half recognize it. The shadow isn't your enemy. It might be the most honest thing about you. Then there's the dream where you can't run. Your legs won't move. The danger is formless, close, and your body simply refuses. You wake up genuinely exhausted, as if you actually lived it. Because, in a way that matters, you did. Bessel van der Kolk spent decades making the case that trauma doesn't live in the story you tell about what happened, it lives in the body, in the nervous system, in the precise physical memory of being frozen at the exact moment when movement was the only thing that could have helped you. I think about that a lot, actually. The dream of paralysis isn't a glitch, it's your nervous system trying again and again to complete something it never got to finish. Peter Levine calls this the incomplete defensive response, the body returning to the moment it couldn't protect you, still searching for a resolution that never came. You aren't broken for having this dream, you're still fighting for yourself, even while you sleep. And I mean that genuinely. That kind of persistence, that quiet biological loyalty to your own healing is something worth respecting in yourself. So here's where all of this lands. Your dreams aren't interrupting your life. In many ways, they are your life, the layer beneath the performance, beneath the coping, beneath the face you've learned to hold steady. Jung believed the dream was the psyche's attempt at self-regulation, a slow inner correction toward what he called individuation, the lifelong work of becoming fully, honestly yourself. I don't think there's a clean endpoint to that work, but it begins with paying attention. It begins with taking seriously what surfaces when you're no longer in control. So if you've been dismissing your dreams as meaningless noise, maybe keep a notebook close tonight. You might find you've been trying to reach yourself for a long time.